Hello, this is Corey from the Profit Systems support team. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your floor layout for your F&B operation. Okay, so first we'll get started here. We're going to click on the F&B application, and that brings me into my floor layout view. And you can see right now everything is white and blank. I don't have anything set up. But the way this screen is going to be is that this left-hand side big box here, this is where all the tables are going to be, your floor layout. And on the right-hand side here, you can select your floors and rooms that are available to you. So let me click on Settings. Under Settings, we're going to go to Floor and Room. Under Floor and Room is where we're going to create our different floors and rooms, whichever you want to call them. Some restaurants would have different floors, or you could just have multiple rooms that instead of using, all your rooms shown on one screen, you could have each room split up into different areas, and that's the example I'll give today. So maybe I have a bar area, and then a dining area as well. Okay, so I have those two created. Now I can go to the table layout screen, and you can see here on the right now my bar and dining are showing up. So when I click on bar, I'm creating the layout for that bar room. So for the bar room, what I'm going to do is create some tables. And you can see here on the left hand side I have all my sizes of tables. I have square, circle, diamond, and then we also have predetermined sizes here, but you can also customize those, and I'll show you that now. So I could pick square, put it in, and that's a small. Then I could click medium, then you click again, and that puts it there, and then large, and you can see it there. And you can also change the size completely on your own just by clicking the square, and then on the right hand side you have your settings page. So right now this size is 60 by 60, and I could change it to 60 by 160, and you can see now I have a rectangular table there. So when I click on the table, I can also change the table number. I could do that if I wanted to. So let's say table number, I'm going to start with 100 here instead of 1, and let's go to 2, and I'll just make that table 101, and then on table 3 I'll make that 102. Click and drag these up to the top here, and if you highlight one of these, you can also use your arrow keys to move them. You can be more precise, that way you can line them up there a little better rather than just moving with your mouse, which isn't going to be quite as precise as the arrow key on your keyboard. So you can move it that way as well. The other items you have here on the left are these splitters, and a splitter is basically I just click one and put it here, and you can see that the way this works, I put it in, drag it across here, maybe I'll put it right there, and I want to make it a little longer, so I'm going to highlight it again and come over here, and you can see the size is 400 by 10, so let's make it a little longer. We'll say 500. Okay, so now it extends all the way to there. It kind of closes that off, and I'll put a long one here, and I'll move it up with my arrow key and move it across like that. So that kind of separates this bar room around a little bit. Let me put a couple more tables. Put a couple small circles here. Okay, so now let me rename these table numbers real quick. I'll make 7. So I'll go in order here. I'll make this 103. And actually I'm going to remove these two tables. So I'll show you how to remove. You just highlight the table, or even the splitter item. Whatever object you select here, you select it and then you remove item. Select, remove item. So that'll remove that completely from the layout here. Another thing I like to use too is a splitter for an actual item that's actually in your floor layout. So let's say this is going to be my bar. This is going to represent my bar. So right now it doesn't look like much, it's just a line. But I can come over here to the right and let's change the size. So maybe if I make this a 30, make it a little wider. Let's make it a little wider than that. I should make it a 50 here. Okay. So my bar will be here, and I'm going to change the background color as well. So you can see background image. I can actually put an image in there. My image is going to be this wood grain. So I have the wood grain in here. You can see it kind of makes it actually look like a real bar there. And from there I'm going to put some bar stools in. So the bar stool, it's going to be a little smaller, so I'll highlight the circle. And I'll make it smaller here. Let's make it 20 by 20. As you can see there, you can make a bunch of bar stools and you can align them all here. I'll change that number. So that'll be bar stool number 80. Okay, so then I'll just make sure I save. So now you can see this floor layout is finished for now. And I can always come back and edit it later and move tables around if you reorganize these rooms. And then you also have the dining room where you could create all your other tables in here as well. So I'll go back and exit out of the settings page. And now you'll see my new main page is actually set up with my floor layout that I just created. A couple things to explain to you on the main floor layout page would be your colors to your tables as well. So any open table will be blue. Any almost done table, meaning that the customer received their receipt, would be green. Any other employees that are logged in are going to see yellow tables, and your tables are going to be in red. Okay, that concludes the floor layout page. Thank you very much.